season's about to end for me, so I'd like to get back into that.
Lifting?
I'd like to take it seriously for once in my life instead of like 3 or 4 months. Because I think that was my longest streak.
Well, you were doing
And it wasn't even like, it was sport specific, so
No,
it wasn't even
well,
like proper.
You were also lifting, if I'm not mistaken, to fix an injury. It was more physical therapy
Yeah.
than it was lifting.
Yeah. But no, like this was at the point where the injury was pretty much healed. So
Oh,
I've
okay.
told you a million times.
I was squatting properly. I was doing everything properly.
Told you a million times. We're, if you want to see progress, you just come with me. Honestly, because we're both at the same level.
Consistency.
We
bro.
won't have to switch off.
Just come with me, bro.
I'll get you big, bro.
Well, if I'm going
you
anyway,
huge.
right? And we're both like at the same weight level.
Where'd he go?
It will be so much easier than like me and Habib. For
He
example.
goes to Gold's, and it's actually a pretty nice little gym.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really crowded, but like, I mean, that's all
fucking
gyms
hate
do.
crowded
No, we can
gyms,
select
bro.
times. We can select times that are good.
You still have to select times
Yes.
because of COVID.
You have to select times at this gym too that I go to,
Well-
but it's really small, so it's like even if COVID wasn't around, I'd still say it's a smart system.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but either way, we won't have to switch off that much. Like with craziness, like when I used to go with my trainer, what he would do like 4 plates, and I'm doing like less than a plate. So we're just switching. We're taking these 4 off each side every time,
Also,
so
like,
I could do my set.
Also, like, how many reps is that guy doing? He's probably pushing out like 2 to 3 per set.
No, his general is like 5 to 6 usually.
For pushing 4 plates?
Yeah,
Damn.
5 to 6. He's a beast, man.
Man doesn't
Yeah,
fuck
He's a
around.
beast.
He
But
must have been a big ass dude.
he's huge. His back
He's
is
got that
huger.
barrel chest.
Huger is more huge.
I've noticed a
It's
lot
bigger.
of dudes, they mostly just focus on, the
Chest.
showboaty groups where it's like, the biceps, the chest, and then they kind of
Abdominals.
forget about the more important shit, like the back,
The
the
functional
legs.
stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, the last time I went into 24-hour, which by the way, 24-hour F off, like all the disrespect.
Fuck that gym.
Almost every gym that I went to that was owned or that had the 24-hour name,
Yeah.
and that ranged from like the super sports just to like the regular ones. I forget what those are called. I forget the tier system, but they were all trash. In fact, actually, like one of the nicer ones I went to was the lowest tier. And weirdly enough, the shittiest one I went to was their corporate HQ one. Like, and I know you're like, how's that even possible? It was super sick because they had 4 basketball courts. That's dope.
Yeah.
But the lifting equipment was all like 15 years out of date. It was all like super rusted. A lot of their free weight shit was not very good. And it was just like meh.
Yeah.
But I got to give a shout out today. 2 shout outs actually. One's
Ooh.
unrelated. The first one, shout out to SoCal Powerlifting. I just joined today. Y'all are the shit. You already know that.
Hell yeah.
Super cool gym. If you ever need a new powerlifting destination or just a solid gym all around, go check out SoCal Powerlifting. They're not paying me to say that, by the way. Like, I just walked in, got my membership, worked out. It was great.
That's
I
great.
loved it. Especially
Nice
after,
little
going to 24-hour, because it's like, I mean, they're serious about their shit. Like, you go in there, they have 3 different types of barbells for you to use. They got your power one. They got one that's specified for deadlifting. They have one that's specified for squats.
Okay. So
And
yeah,
then
it's very specific.
every plate they have in there that you're supposed to use for deadlifting and squats and stuff like that, or like, clean press, whatever, they're all standardized Olympic weightlifting weights.
Yeah.
So they're all kilograms.
Do
So
they have a
that was a
trap
learning
bar?
curve. Do they have what?
A trap bar?
They have everything, dude.
Dude, I love that. I don't like the normal barbells for that.
They
I
had
just like the trap bar for deadlifts.
trap. Are you talking about like a hex bar or something?
The
like that?
one where it's basically like a farmer carry.
I think that's it. It looks like a hexagon, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those are the shit. I love
Mhm.
those if I'm gonna do deadlifts. But I mean, something that was really cool. They had the barbells where it goes over your shoulders and you hold on to it in the front. Like
Mm.
helps with stability and some other shit.
Mhm.
Oh man, they have
Those are nice.
They have everything. I loved it.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to go back tomorrow.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
I kind of want to check it out.
It's the greatest way to fight aging.
yeah.
Resistance training.
Yeah.
And it's like every day you could do something totally different. Like if you just wanted to work back theoretically 3 days in a row, you could have 3 completely different back workouts like every single day,
Yeah, and you have
which
the
is
tools.
super cool. Yeah, and they have every tool you would ever need.
That's really sick.
It's like all the shit, when you go online, you're looking at like Rogue Fitness or like one of my new favorite up and coming companies is I think it's Kabuki Strength,
Mhm.
right? They have super cool shit. And then like I go into this gym after being in a gym desert. I was working out at like a country club, like local gym, right? Super cheap, whatever. It was pretty
Yeah.
nice. Got the job done. But I go from that where all they have is like a squat rack, which is like, when you re-rack the weights, you're like, is the support gonna fall?
Yeah.
Like,
Sus.
you go from that to it's like everything here is heavy and
Yeah.
everything here is serious. Like we
Yeah.
don't like to play games at this gym, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I fuck with that.
You literally like when they scan your membership, you just clocked in.
Their member,
Like,
okay, even their
it's that
member,
kind of mentality.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so giving them a shout out, like, because they deserve it. Their check-in system is above and beyond any other gym I've ever been to.
Very
Just
futuristic.
because it's easy.
Like Lifetime Fitness, they have the phone check-in. They got the app. You pull it up, or sorry, not Lifetime, LA Fitness, excuse me. They had an app. You pull it up, you scan your code, whatever. This one, just because you wouldn't be able to get access to these two apps that they use. I forget what they're called off the top of my head. I think one's Hybrid AF. Oh yeah, and the other one's Zen Planner.
Hybrid as fuck.
Yeah.
Hybrid as fuck.
And so the Zen Planner one, it's like you choose the times you're gonna go in, right? So it's like, I want to go. Oh yeah, by the way, open 24 hours. That's sick, right? And you choose your times you want to
Yeah.
go in, and
That
they're in like
alone is
hour
beautiful.
blocks, right? So it's like I want 2 to 3, but if you show up at 2:30, you choose 2 to 3, and then 3 to 4, right? Choose that, and then hypothetically, let's say I want to go in at like 4:30 in the morning. I'm just on my, Jocko Willink vibe, right? Like post a photo of my watch on the Instagram. You go in, right? Nobody's there. There's no staff there at 4:30 in the morning. But here's the cool thing, right? So on the Hybrid AF app, like you go over to the door, you already have your time where you're supposed to come in, so it'll know you're supposed to be there. You press and hold the button to unlock the door. It goes clink, and then you just pull the door open. 4:30. You're the only one in there.
That's
Oh, it's
so
like
sick.
Chase does that. Chase Bank.
Really?
They have like a system where you basically, I think you scan it and
Oh,
you just open the
he-
door.
He's talking about the indoor ATMs, the ones that have a
Oh.
locked
Yeah.
door. Yeah,
Oh, that
okay,
makes
okay.
sense.
Yeah, but yeah,
But yeah, dude, super sick.
that's sick. That's like
Yeah.
like
That
that's
would
like getting
make
into a Tesla.
that would
Uh,
make
yeah.
me want to go to the gym at 4:30.
No, for
Just
real.
because nobody's there.
It's so sick.
Would
I
you
love.
say it's the Apple of gyms?
I don't know about that.
Is it grungy? Like,
No, it's not grunt. They keep it pretty clean, even
Is
though
it
it's
like a hotel gym but bigger?
no, it's way better than a hotel gym.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. Like
Depends
you go,
on the hotel.
no, you go to a hotel gym and they got equipment, that's usually 5 years old or newer, right? And it's like very highly polished, mostly cables. They have like lightweight dumbbells that usually go up to like 45, 50 pounds, right?
Mhm.
They might have a squat rack. This place, when you walk in, they mean fucking business. On the left,
Mhm.
there's like 5 or 6 squat racks. To your right, they got 4 benches. Over to the, past those 4 benches, they've got like these things that can be used as like Olympic lifting stations, which also can count as flat benches and angled benches and shit too. Then they've got like one of the sleds with wheels. So if you want to do some resistance training outside, you just push that cart out into the big parking lot out back. You're in the sun, getting an awesome friggin' pump in. Then you're like, you know what? I need to be more focused, like with the muscle groups. You go over to the other room.
Yeah.
Then they've got all the cable stuff over there. They've got like this giant machine for it. And it's the shit.
they have
That's-
grass
that's
indoors?
down.
Fake grass?
They don't have fake grass indoors.
Okay.
Dude,
No need for it when you got a sled with wheels, baby.
how about this for
Yeah.
thought? Okay. What if one day in the future you're able to, hopefully with Neuralink and all that stuff,
Mhm.
create a workspace? Like, imagine, right? You could just turn it on, and then all of a sudden you're in this mode where everything can just be like ID'd through software, for example.
I think the best comparison right now would be VR. So
VR.
like think of it, instead of having, that headset on
Yeah.
and you're in a different place, it's like, all right, my eyes are, the computer that's now inside the ultimate computer, your brain, is like taking account for all of the spaces around you,
Yeah.
right? It
Yeah, yeah.
maps everything out almost perfectly. Then you just
Yeah.
tap the button or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you're in a
You
completely
feel like
different
tracker
area.
points just appear and then they disappear, but now it's just enabled for you to do anything detailed or custom. Right?
Like for example, you got your desk and you're like, I want to be like Riverside, and then you just like pop it open. You're up
Yeah.
in the Eastern Sierras, like
Yeah.
by this nice little creek and like beautiful mountains in the background.
But imagine you turn it on and it says new project, and you're like, and then you title it and you go, gym, right? And then you go to file, edit, tools, and then you select your workspace. and you'd be like, "What am I trying to do, man? Trying to lose weight today?" And it's just like, let's see what that it defaults at. You click it, and it just sets up a gym with the proper equipment for you to lose weight.
Well,
And then you select another workspace, and you're like, "Nah, dude, I'm trying to get beefy this summer," you know?
mm-hmm.
And then boom, squat racks and fucking benches and inclines and
That's
declines.
ironically the best way to lose weight, in my opinion. Just
But it's
fucking with
like-
the weights.
But it
Just
won't
lift
be able.
weights.
It won't be
I
able
know,
to
but
mimic all that shit. But unless you actually had like a squat rack in your room,
yeah,
that'd be sick. Because like theoretically in the future, right? If you wanted to, you just roll out your yoga mat. Let's say you want to do like a yoga session,
Yeah.
right? You roll out the mat, you look around your room, full 360, right? And then all of a sudden, tap the button,
boom.
goes
Yeah.
black, everything pops back up. You're in your yoga studio. You got your best friend to your left, like they're doing their
Yeah.
session in their room, and like just push them over to the side for your perspective. And it's
Yeah.
like now you're in a yoga class, but you're at your house.
Yeah.
You're just vibing. Like you got all your friends with you. They're on the same Neuralink shit. Your
Yeah.
coach is right there. She's in her
Yeah.
house. Like,
Dude, hey, yo, connect to my Bluetooth real quick.
Well, Matthew, I watched. Remember the interview with Sadhguru and Matthew McConaughey I watched
Sad-
yesterday,
Sadhguru, he's a legend, man.
bro. Odd combination.
He's such a meme.
But he was talking
Love him.
about how he prefers the whole digital Zoom layout, because he was saying like 6 o'clock in the morning he was in LA, 7 o'clock in the morning he was in New York,
But hold on.
various different places, and he's like, and then I went to have lunch with my kids. So I did all my work, and I got to spend time with my family and do all the shit that I want to do.
Can you mentally?
Like, why do I have to travel to all these places?
Can you mentally be there? Because, dude, like, obviously, when you step foot on a different piece of land, you can still feel something. Like, it's not. You can't tell me it's the same thing as FaceTiming someone in LA.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just talking strictly work purposes, like connecting with people
Sadhguru,
for a
he's
specific
a-
reason.
Yeah, he's thinking about it in a spiritual form, right?
Well, he's also he's
He's a-
he's a speaker,
he's a-
right? So
yeah.
like he doesn't need to physically be present somewhere in order to do his job.
Yeah, but he philosophizes things, right? Philosophizes.
The philosopher's
Yeah,
stone.
the
Dude, he looked like a Rick and Morty character
Yeah, it's just
yesterday. Fucking motorcycle glasses
this
on.
hell?
Indian guru, and he had the
Just a
I forget what
huge
I forget
beard.
what the company's called, but they're like these circular lenses, and then they have the little shades that go off to the side. So it's like, you know, they're meant for hiking or snowing, or you know, you're like snowboarding in the mountains.
Yeah.
Because it cuts out a lot of the glare that comes
Somewhere
in on the
outdoors.
side of your eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like he's rocking that, and he's got a beard like down to his
Down to
belly
here.
button, like.
That's funny.
He's a meme, but what he talks about is fascinating.
It's
stuff.
fascinating, yeah. You could take it. You could see it as an extreme form too, sometimes.
By the way, second shout out goes to Alan Jackson.
Ugh.
Forgot to mention his name in the last podcast.
Who's Alan Jackson?
He's the country star. Remember I was talking about the like the really sad like real country shit?
Oh yeah.
Alan Jackson, he makes some bangers in that department.
Damn. Well,
Bangers.
I went on a hunt today online.
A hunt.
Oh, did you know?
And I was trying to find something new, like a new hobby, something for me to like, you know, dip my toes in. And I was like, what's up with fragrances, you know? What's the hype? Why are people trying to like smell like a Viking now? What's going on?
Smell like a Viking.
Yeah, that's a huge trend right now.
So smell
Really?
like shit.
yeah, basically.
Well, actually, no, because I believe there's evidence that they have like colognes and stuff.
I would say 99% of the time they probably smelled like shit though.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're on
Probably.
a boat for 8 months,
And I kid you
probably
not.
longer.
I kid you not, a lot of the fragrances I found today that were very, very popular at the moment had seaweed, oak, some weird
Seaweed's popping off right now though.
Yeah,
I know
but
that sounds weird.
but when you listen to the mixture, you're like, what the hell? You smell like mineral at that point, you know?
You just smell like the
It's
ocean.
just- yeah, it's just like it's literally formations of rock and like other stuff, and it's just made into a fragrance.
It's the new. Have you ever heard of Paul Mitchell's new fragrance? Low Tide.
Low Tide.
If you want to
Oh,
get
wait.
really crazy, High Tide is for you.
Mm,
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack.
That's the I
what's
the
smell
Michael
like,
Kors collection.
It's,
It's-
the last shores. I don't know. Whatever.
No, but like seaweed, I know that sounds weird.
Yeah.
Seaweed's popping off as like not just a cologne ingredient, but just in general. Like I don't know if you remember this or not, but a couple years back, they found a species of seaweed that if you toss in the pan with a little bit of oil, something like that, cook it up for a couple minutes, it tastes almost exactly like bacon.
What the hell?
Yeah. And
Okay.
it's apparent,
What?
and it's super nutrient dense. Like you're not going to get the same nutrients from, you know, animal fat and, you know, the muscular tissue and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
It's like nutrient dense and it tastes like bacon if you fry it up a little bit.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
So it's like they were thinking maybe a healthier alternative to bacon mac and cheese would be you get this seaweed, you cut it into like thin, wispy bits, right? Like
Yeah.
super thin. And then you just toss them in some oil, fry them up nice and crispy, toss it in with the mac and cheese. Now you got like a healthier
Fucking
bacon
hate
mac
those trends.
and you can make it,
Basically.
you could also make it vegan too.
Yeah.
If you really want to go down that route.
Wow. Well, to go back, I was on my hunt.
After the seaweed to
He
go
was
back.
Yeah.
was on the hunt.
I did not know that about seaweed, but
Seaweed's multi-purpose, man.
yeah,
We're figuring
Stick
out
it
a
up
lot of
your
shit
ass,
in the
too.
ocean. It's multi-purpose.
that's true.
It's like a also I think there's a specific type of anemone or some shit like that dolphins rub themselves on, and it acts as like a medication of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You know too much about the ocean.
Yeah.
you don't know enough about the ocean, bro.
Oh
That's
my god, dude. But anyways,
he was on the hunt.
I was on the hunt online, right? And I was like looking at these fragrances, and I'm a little bit weirded out at this point because I saw some reviews, and I found some pretty funny ones that I just have to share.
Please
So,
do. I know you
For
shared
your
one of these with me.
information, one of them has to do with one of our favorite cartoons. Can you guess what that is?
Rick and Morty.
Nope.
Nope. I would say
SpongeBob.
yes. There we go.
Money.
It's everyone's favorite show. Come on, guys. But I found this fragrance.
The new kids, they don't get it.
They don't get it.
They miss the
anymore.
old shit.
You know why? It's because after season 5, it just turned to shit. But eh.
I don't remember seasons off the top of my head. I just remember the first
couple,
the first 4 to 6 years of it were really solid.
Yeah. pretty much.
Yeah.
And after that, like, nah. But anyway, so this cologne / perfume is called Gary SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay. Now, it has over 121,000 reviews.
Jesus Christ.
The
That's a
main
lot.
accords of this scent,
Honda Accord.
yes, that is woody. Top number 2 is coconut. Number 3 is vanilla. Number 4, powdery. Number 5, sweet. Number 7, musky. Number 8, citrus. And then little bits of lactonic, marine, and amber.
Bro, they just chose random shit
How
to
could
put it
Something
together.
be sweet and musky.
Because they
That's
just
what I'm saying.
randomly
They just
threw
randomly
things.
selected these damn ingredients.
How
Now,
does
I
that
feel-
relate to a snail?
Now, I feel like the first 3 would be, well, it's SpongeBob.
Yeah.
You have to think about that. They're just using Gary as a figurehead.
Yeah, of course.
But look at this. Gary by SpongeBob SquarePants is a floral, woody musk fragrance for women and men. Top notes are citruses and orange blossom. Middle notes are coconut nectar, vanilla flower, and amber. Base notes are driftwood, musk, and sandalwood.
That Elon Musk.
Ugh. Right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this review.
Elon definitely needs to drop a cologne just titled Musk by Elon.
Okay. I got you. So, this person goes by the name Dinero. Aha.
Robert.
Thank you so
Dinero.
much for this awesome review that was pinned as a top comment. It is with great pleasure and honor that I write this review today. My story begins approximately 9 years ago when my fragrance journey began.
Mm.
For nearly the past decade, I've tried all, and I mean all, fragrances
Mm.
I could get my hands on. You name it, Creed, PDM, Mouge, etc. But nothing really felt like it was me, you know?
Mm.
I've settled for Creed, by Creed Viking as a signature scent. For years, I was let's say content with this Viking fragrance, but that has slowly changed. My nose has developed, and my taste for
My
luxurious
nose has
fragrances has
developed.
really developed. I wanted something opulent and unique. I saw the reviews on Gary and saw it was similar to Viking. I figured I'll give it a shot. One word. Wow. This blew my socks off. Upon first spray, it felt as if I had transported into the depths of Bikini Bottom. Pineapple, coconut, seaweed with hints of sandalwood and ambroxan. It definitely is similar to Viking, but better. For years, I was searching for something like this. The long nights, watching Jeremy Fragrance, the endless money pit buying sprees. It was here all along. Gary was always there. I didn't just find Gary, but Gary found me.
Mm.
I usually don't think in terms of white privilege, but that review is the most white privilege shit I've ever heard. It blew my socks off.
You say
Yippity.
white privilege, but I feel like Arab dudes, like some, you know what I'm saying? Like the Khalijis, they spend a lot of time
They
finding
have brown
that sick.
privilege, bro. They have brown privilege. It's a real thing. If you have oil money, that's brown privilege.
What do you think of that review?
I mean, I get
It's
it.
corny as fuck.
No, I mean, it's super corny, but I think he was trying to write it that way.
Yeah.
Like it was supposed to kind of be a meme, but also serious to a
Yeah.
degree.
And you know what? This company made a lot of the whoever made that fragrance
Probably
made a
made-
lot of money.
Yeah, he probably made them a lot of money. But like, think about
That
it.
comment.
It raises a lot of good questions,
Mhm.
right? Because I mean, you don't think about yourself having a fragrance journey. You know,
You really don't.
you don't.
But I did today.
But everybody does secretly, like whether they recognize it or not. Like subconsciously, you're always looking for that combo that you want. So it's like, do you guys have a combo? Like I know my combo off the top of my head of like my favorite deodorant, my favorite cologne,
Yeah.
and then maybe a soap to mix in with it. Depends on the day, right? I'm serious. I swear to God, I got a whole lineup right now. I'll tell you right now if you want to hear it.
I'm down.
So currently, there's two different types of two different types of soap. One's a body wash, one's a bar soap. One of them, the bar soap, is by Dr. Squatch. It's their, I think it's the eucalyptus goat milk, if I remember
Of
correctly.
course it
Ooh.
is.
So I got that. It's my favorite one I've tried out of all of them so far. It's really tasty. That shit's good. Also, can't wait to try the aloe one. That one smells really nice too, but haven't gotten to it. So I got this eucalyptus goat milk, right? That, or it's this body wash that I just got in a pinch while I was on a trip.
Mhm.
Got it from Whole Foods. It's like, I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like this sea-oriented ingredients from the ocean.
Yeah. they're
Ironically enough,
seaweed.
right?
Yeah.
Smells really good. It has a little boost of caffeine in there for the morning. I also have the nighttime one, which has chamomile.
Ooh.
Depends.
Sleepy time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's that. It'll start there because it always starts with what you're showering with, right? If you're
Mhm.
building a fragrance. So you got the shower. That situation's good. Then you go over, got the deodorants, right? Now there's two different types of deodorants depending on what type of vibe I'm in. One I got as a Christmas present, really, really nice. It's a small bottle of Apollo Creed.
Mm.
That shit is delicious. It's that, or if I'm feeling a little bit more risque, I'll go with the Polo Red,
Mm.
right? They both smell pretty different. The Polo Red's definitely a little bit sweeter than the Apollo Creed for sure.
Yeah.
But if you got like a business meeting going on, Apollo Creed. Going out at night, Polo Red, right?
Okay. I see that.
Sorry, I started with the colognes, not the deodorants. My
Yeah.
bad. Let's just jump to the deodorants then. Deodorant, right? One of them is the 24-hour antiperspirant. So it
Yes.
stops your sweating. It's not deodorant. There's a difference. Antiperspirant stops sweating. Deodorant just makes you smell nice, right?
Mhm.
So, good Lord, I'm totally blanking on the name. That's embarrassing. It's
Holy
it's the Fiji antiperspirant by Old Spice.
Old Spice. There we go.
There we go. It's that, or I just got it turns out my dad had the Dr. Squatch deodorants. He had the Rainfall, and I forget what the other one was called. It was like cedarwood or something
I'd like
like
to try
that.
those soon.
And I'll mix either one of those in as
Mm.
well. The Rainfalls smells really good, right?
I believe it.
Like a solid combination is you got that Rainfall from Dr. Squatch deodorant, you have the Polo Red, and then you use that I would say probably the eucalyptus goat milk. Like that's my fragrance right there in a nutshell.
It's a good selection.
Like
I'm not big into cologne.
I'm not a huge cologne guy either.
Just don't
That's
give a fuck about it.
well if I spritz it, it's like one little I'll spray it in front of me and you walk through it, right? So you get the essence of it.
You're like,
No, I'm not like that.
No way. no
Anybody
way.
that sprays it this close has no idea how cologne works.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course, because it's powerful.
No way, dude. You know how I got into cologne?
Hmm.
I went shopping one day and there was a saleswoman that was trying to help me and buy something when I didn't want to buy anything, right?
So she was doing her job.
She's
Yes.
like, you smell like fucking shit.
It's like,
Buy this.
Yeah. So
if you smelled like this, I would have been interested.
Oh
That's
my
how they
God.
get you too. They're like,
Yeah, literally.
if you had this on you, man, who
You-
knows what would have happened?
Damn, you'd be cute with some cologne on you. What the hell?
Why does she have that accent? Is that how she talked to you?
Yeah.
When she was selling you
That's,
the
that's
cologne?
South El Monte.
Yeah.
That's whatever.
But basically, what was I getting at? That was funny. But...
Hey, she was selling you some cologne
Oh,
that
you
you
got
didn't want to
introduced to
buy.
it.
Oh yes, okay. So at the end of the day, I didn't buy anything, but I got home and I'm like, dude, my shirt smells dank.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it even feels better almost.
Yeah.
Right? So I started doing this thing where I would go into my dad's room. I'd be like, what cologne is he not using? And I would just spray it like on my undershirts. And I would sleep in it. And I wake up, and even waking up to that smell, you're just like,
Dude, it hits
oh my
different.
God. Yeah.
It hits
And then
different.
you realize when you spray it like on a good piece of clothing, it sinks into your skin better too. So now like you don't have to have direct contact like an idiot where you're just, taking a shower.
bathing in it.
Well, I'm just out of the shower. Like I
Yeah.
said, you hold it vertically,
Yeah.
which some people don't recommend you do.
You
Some
spray
do.
up,
It's
walk into it. It's
exactly.
that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just enough.
Mhm.
Just
It's
the right
perfect.
just the right amount.
Exactly. If someone's close enough, they'll smell it.
Exactly.
Yeah. You don't want it to be stinking up the hallway.
Yeah, you don't want to walk in and have everybody know you're there, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
UAE mofos, they
Yeah.
need to chill on the cologne
Yeah.
because every time I pass by a Persian dude or like someone from the UAE, it's just like, wow.
Oh, dude. I mean, we've seen the memes.
It is a
that is Rawad.
chemical
It is like,
bath bomb.
it's like, are you sure you're not Persian?
You're definitely Persian. Just based
Yeah,
off of the scent.
Persian? No, you're Persian. No, I'm not. I'm Iraqi. Oh, you're not Persian?
Persian.
Come on, bro.
You don't have a
I can smell you from here. You're Persian. What the hell? Yeah, there's memes like that all over. But going back, all right,
Mhm.
you can't just say, I don't like colognes. I hate them. You haven't even tried it.
I didn't say I hate them. I just
Alright.
don't. I'm indifferent.
So
Alright.
like what's your scent though?
Yeah, what's your
Not with
scent?
cologne, just like in general. Like what's the soap situation?
B.O.
What's the
by
deodorant
Zayd.
situation?
Well, for soap,
Musk.
for so-
by Zayd.
Musk by
For-
Elon.
for soap, I exclusively
Yeah.
use Dr. Squatch.
That's good shit.
Just because I'm focused more on the health aspect of it. Like I don't want to be coating my skin in all this bullshit, at least from conventional sources of body products.
You'd rather buy that bullshit from somebody second.
No, because my skin's sensitive and like I have
Yeah.
I'm
psoriasis,
sorry,
so I'm
I'm
not gonna
laughing
fuck with
at
that.
you. I'm laughing like 30 seconds.
No, I
ago.
get it. I get it.
B.O. by Zayd.
For deodorant,
What the
so
hell?
a lot of deodorants give me rashes.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's just chemicals are not supposed to be on my skin like that.
Yeah, but do you have something
I have a
special with your
terrible
skin that's
reaction.
going on? Like,
Hmm?
you have something special with your skin that's going on? Like,
Not necessarily.
talking
It's just the
about
chemicals within
the
each
pits,
deodorant
right?
that doesn't agree with me.
okay.
Okay, so for pits, the
For
only thing
pits.
I read about in the past was it's due to the follicles being different than the rest of your follicles.
No, but I have a deodorant.
So I guess because of the bloodstream too, it's just easier access. It's kind of like the underside of your tongue, where it's easier access to your throat or your consumption to your
Also,
blood flow.
I will say this about deodorant, and I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is, but all of the air quote natural deodorants out there, at least that I've tried, right, where it's like they say the most ridiculous ones were when it's like your deodorant's BPA free. It's like I don't think there were any in there to begin with,
Yeah.
bro. Like, but it's I get the aluminum free and all that other shit, but every natural deodorant I've tried has made my armpits burn like
A lot of them are
really bad.
garbage.
Yeah. But that's why it's like, ironically enough, the only thing that didn't mess me up was this Dr. Squatch, which I just tried like a week ago. So I'm liking that. And then the other one was Old Spice. Like of all the people,
Yeah.
it's like the brand you'd probably hate the most. Like
Yeah,
works
yeah.
the best for
The
me.
the one I have that I found that works is Arm & Hammer Clean. And that one's like in between. It's not like all natural ingredients, but it's just enough where I don't get any of those reactions.
You know what you might like actually? My dad recommended this to me because he has a similar situation as you, right? And me, I guess, where it's like just certain deodorants, like, they burn your armpits a bit. But he actually he recommended the women's degree pH balanced deodorant. He's like, you just do.
I'll probably
Yeah.
go to Dr. Squatch next though, because I really love that company.
Theirs is nice, like for sure. I don't really have any gripes about it other than it's like it doesn't really stay at room temperature very well.
Yeah.
Like you almost should store it in the fridge because like if you store it at room temp, it like really just kind of clumps up and it's a little,
Yeah.
I don't know, a little pasty.
Yeah.
That's a good word to describe
Yeah.
it.
You have other reviews, don't you?
I have one more actually.
Oh, you have one more.
Shoot.
So,
Well, what's your signature scent side before we get to that? We
oh,
didn't
my
cover-
signature scent,
Yeah.
dude.
This is
I actually mix it up based off of what the event is or what the type of day,
Okay.
right? What outfit, like stuff like that. What am I feeling?
Oh,
know?
sorry, and it's not Apollo by Creed. That's freaking Rocky Balboa. It's
Yeah.
no, it's Aventus.
No one.
You
no
mentioned
one-
a fucking movie.
Wow, dude, I am the punster, and I missed that.
Mhm.
God,
No, I
dude.
messed. Dude, I messed.
Apollo by Rocky.
I can't think right now. There's more
Yeah.
blood in my legs
He's
than in
a
my brain
Rocky.
right now.
Yeah,
So.
he's a Rocky Balboa. Here.
I hit legs for the first time properly in probably like a year and a half, almost 2 years. So like
Yeah,
there's more
get your
blood in
shit
my
together.
legs than in my
your
brain right now.
That is funny. Well, I'm currently on the I forgot what it's called, but it's by YSL. It's the black and silver bottle.
Ooh, so bougie.
No, YSL, they've got some good shit. Like
And-
there's a cologne they made. I wish I could remember the name. I got a sampler of it for Christmas or my birthday.
Yeah,
Dude, it was my favorite cologne.
it straight up. And this is how I test colognes personally. I'll spray down a piece of clothing, and I'll let it hang. And then one day I'll turn on the fan. One day I'll leave like room temp. One day like just keep it at that. And then I'll come back in a week and then like run by it and like smell it,
Mhm.
or just
Smell
whiff
it.
it around you,
I
right?
smell it.
And I kid you not, a good scent will linger. It will just sit on that, and you know that it's good to go for next time.
Okay.
What do you mean linger?
Like it'll stay on
It'll
the shirt.
stay on the shirt.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It doesn't just fade away that easy. Like it'll take maybe a month.
And then it becomes a part of your scent.
Like you need
Yeah.
to run it through the washer in order to get it off.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, okay, here's an argument that I'd like to bring up.
Ooh.
Pheromones are real.
Oh god.
Okay. We know that people of the opposite sex, they've done studies on this. They're more compatible if they agree with one another's pheromones.
Mhm.
So if we're dousing ourselves with cologne and interfering with that process, is it possible that you'd probably miss out on a potential mate, for lack of a better word?
I don't
No,
think so.
No.
Really?
No.
No.
It's
You
actually
think
worked.
it'd somehow still be in
It's
there?
worked in my favor more than it's like not worked. Like every time I've put on cologne and went out, there's someone
Well,
says something.
the argument is that most women are gonna find a certain cologne, nice. They're gonna find it attractive.
Yeah, but they don't say I like your cologne. They say you smell good.
Mm.
That's a big distinction
It's
right
a
there.
huge
Okay.
distinction because I've had both work out. Right? There's some girls where they're like, you smell good. What cologne is that? That's a different question.
Mhm.
All right, but it's just you smell good.
Mm.
That's something
That's
different.
something
Smell like a
different.
snack.
Yeah.
Smell like a snack.
Okay.
So
Has
hope
any
that,
cologne
like,
company used that
No, but
as like
ours
their
is,
tagline?
Fuck
No.
everyone
The
else.
2
ours
a.m.
is,
cologne.
Racky.
Smell like a
smell
snack.
But yeah,
Scented like Cheez-Its, Doritos.
Mountain Dew. Ugh. Ew.
Hey,
But
that's,
yeah,
a,
you're
that's a snack,
YSL.
bro.
Yeah,
What
why
else?
so I'm more on like I'm generally in like this I don't know, I guess between sweet and musky.
You have
But
any
I,
scent-
Sweet
I
and
I'm
musky.
more on the not so wooden side, just more on the sweeter side.
You have any scented ball wipes?
So I'm a little neutral, huh? Scented ball wipes? I do actually. I don't know why you would
That
ask
is
that.
such a
but-
specific question, Zay.
We know
Why do you
he's
need to
talking
borrow
about
some
this
right now?
shit.
But you getting a little sweaty down
don't
there?
know.
No, who brought it up?
I-
Somebody I knew
I mean,
close to me brought it up. It
Probably
was
me
funny.
personally.
Yeah, probably.
Like Zayd was
Just a nice little wipe.
Do you need a little wipe right now?
No, I don't.
Got some moisture building down there?
That's if anyone's building up moisture down there, it's the French Adidas model. All right.
What is that supposed to mean?
It
Dude?
means I'm hot as hell.
It means he's French.
It means he's French. You're missing the phrase.
If
We-
you don't want any moisture, though, you know what you should get?
What?
Solid product that my mom just picked up for me. Sax,
This
S-A-X.
is one large fucking commercial,
Dude,
bro.
it is, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I want to be sponsored so bad.
loving
I'd
it
be,
like
I'd be-
McDonald's?
oh my, Sax, S-A-X. Don't sponsor me, McDonald's. Like, no disrespect. That's just not my forte. I'd rather take In-N-Out.
What do you mean?
But they don't really do sponsorship deals.
But dude, they have
Wasn't
the
he just
exclusive
talk-
Fast 10 toy collection, dude.
Wasn't he just talking about how he fucks up a fish fillet or something of that nature?
No, I said one of the most underrated things on their menu is probably a fish fillet.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
filet-o fish.
Whatever the fuck it's called.
But
What is Sax?
Wait.
Sax.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, Sax, S-A-X-X.
It's a ball wipe.
No,
Damn it.
it's an underwear
Sax.
underwear company.
Damn it.
They make a whole
Okay,
bunch of different
close.
types, but what they're most famous for, at least like, by their own claims, and like it's in every one of their pairs of underwear,
Okay.
is they have a little pouch for your package, right? And so I know that sounds bizarre.
Dude,
It separate
underrated as fuck.
Wait, wait, wait,
Mhm.
wait, 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 wait. It separates.
It separates like you know what bat wings are?
Yes.
So it stops that from happening.
Not just that. It's the sheer discomfort
W-
of feeling like you're having your balls crushed 24/7 if you wear the wrong pair of shorts
Mhm.
I'm gonna
or
pick them
underwear.
up.
No, I'm telling you right now, 100%.
I
Could not recommend them enough.
Literally went to go get underwear today, and they did not have my size. I was
Mhm.
just like, all right.
Like what I was rocking before, like, and I mean, I still have them, so I still wear them. But it's like just the standard Calvin Klein cotton, like what are they called?
Briefs.
Boxer briefs.
Yeah.
Like those were the shit for
Mhm.
me for years. I still like to wear them, like if it's not like a super active day,
Mhm.
those are great. But like you wear sacks at the gym, wear them to your business meeting, wear them to the club.
Mm.
No bat wings. Keep your package protected in their little pouch. How many P words can I throw into this sentence? I love them, man. They're great.
Keep your package a priority.
Yeah.
Keep your package a priority.
Literally.
There's
yeah.
another dude. I'm just like I should just
Zay,
I
dude,
should be a consultant for businesses.
you should be a marketing consultant.
Straight up.
Man, look, mom, I can fly.
What's your other review?
What? My other review. Oh my
We
god.
totally
didn't even
went-
get that. You really want to?
No, we're talking about ball comfort. Let's.
Okay. So, Logan, today
Yes.
I actually went on Amazon to buy one thing and one thing only.
On
know
your
what that thing
hunt.
is?
Underwear?
I will tell you. I will not even let him finish. All right, I will tell you. I bought a wooden comb this morning. Okay?
Why?
For my hair.
Because he needs to comb his
You
hair.
just okay. So you just needed a new comb, and
I
you
need
went
a
with a
new
wooden
comb.
one.
Yeah, a
Okay.
wooden one. And I guess wooden ones just you can wash off easier, especially if you use oils, hair products, things like that.
Get that little spruce inside, you know?
But anyway, and then I veered off into the reviews.
The reviews for this comb.
So naturally I had to read the 1 stars, and then I went all the way up to the 5 stars. And when we got to the 5 stars, I realized why this was the top comment. Here it goes. This guy goes by the name Aaron. He rated it a 5 stars. Wonder why? When I opened the box, I felt what is best described as a disturbance. I chalked it up to excitement, but as I began to rub the product between my fingers, I heard a low rumble. Disheartening, but I pressed on. As I began working this product into my hair, the ground under my feet began to shake vigorously. The intensity growing with every stroke. As I pulled my comb back through my hair for the last time, I realized I'd grown a beard and a wild, slick mohawk. In that very moment, a legion of Viking women smashed through my bathroom wall, 4th floor of a high-rise, mind you, vying for my affection that they may carry a great warrior to term. Many of them shall. 5 stars, bro.
5 stars,
Discontinue your search for hair product.
That's when you know it's serious.
He's starting a movement, dude. Discontinue your search.
That was a
Discontinue.
that was a
bro.
review for a comb.
That made him buy the product.
I thought that was a review for like some the hair product.
I am
like-
sorry, I forgot to. I left this out, but it comes with a hair product. It's called the Viking Smooth.
Oh,
I thought that was like
okay.
an
But
explanation of Viking
it's
history.
the same
for me.
company, but I guess they added it as an add-on.
Oh, just like
So
a little.
It's an Amazon selection kit. There we go.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That's how I wish all reviews were.
makes
I
you
don't know.
makes you buy it, man.
You should go on Yelp. People get really passionate. If you want to read funny reviews or just like how weirdly passionate people get about this shit, like go on Yelp. You will not believe some of the shit that you read on there. You're like, okay, are you trying to get a Nobel Prize right now?
Yeah,
for
what's
like,
going on?
you trying,
How desperate are you for
trying to be on
attention?
Oprah's book club? Like, what you doing, bro?
The only time I ever think of putting a review is when it's a really good place and the people are amazing. That's the only time. Other than that, like to put a negative review, I don't care.
Yeah,
Why would I do
I
that?
feel you.
Unless it was like the only time I get empowered to write a review. Sorry, there's usually 2. One is if they're really good, right? Like above and beyond expectations. And then the other one is the exact opposite. Or if you're so shitty I have to let people know about it, like how bad you are. And I feel bad, writing some of these reviews, but at the same time, it's like you kind of deserve it.
Yeah. Well, you need to let others know. That's essentially why you're writing the review.
Yeah.
I don't care about the owner, you know?
Well, in some cases,
It's,
the owner matters.
I
Like,
mean, yes, but like if there was a disservice, like I'm kind enough to just be like, oh, there's like it wasn't that negative. But if something crazy happened and it was to multiple people, I'm gonna write a review to let others know, like this has been going down or something.
I've actually had a negative review written about me.
What?
So here, yeah, right.
Bear flag.
So I actually have kind of an understanding of like the other side of reactions, right? Because here's the thing: when you read a Yelp review,
When you
when you
uterus.
read a Yelp review,
When you uterus.
I can't even say that. It's so.
When you need a Yelp review.
No, when
Okay.
you read one
When you
online,
read
a
a
bad
Yelp-
one,
Okay.
you just take it at face value, right? Because you assume their experience was 100% true and what they're saying is 100% accurate or reflects exactly what the situation was, right?
Mhm.
In the case of my bad review, I know exactly who it was because I knew the person's husband who wrote the review, right? So when I read it, I was like, that's 100% about me and like what happened
Yeah.
earlier today, right?
Mhm.
And like my manager at the time, he showed it to me and he was laughing like because when you read like how ridiculous their review was versus what actually happened,
Yeah.
you're like some of these people just get in a mood and there's like nothing you can do to stop it,
Yeah.
right? Like for example, I've told this story on the podcast before. Like basically it was super busy at the restaurant. And I mean, that place, like, they would have a line out the door that sometimes just to order would take 2 hours during like the busy summer times, right?
Yeah.
So something that some people figured out was you could curb that entire line by calling in to order,
Mhm.
right? And so we had a policy where if your meal was more than like, like two dinner items or whatever it was, two dinner entrees, like we couldn't do it, right? And also no cold shit. So it's like you can't order poke over the phone. You had to wait in line for it, which is fair, right? Because super quick, super easy, whatever.
Mhm.
Here's the thing. This person came in and they tried to order like 14 entrees for them and their family. They claimed that they were driving and they were like, 30 minutes away. Meanwhile, my manager at the time stepped outside, saw the person in their car trying to place the order, right? And then came back to me and said, hang up the phone. Don't even say anything.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, because I got
Yeah,
it,
It's fully
like,
within
Yeah,
their
you got the
rights.
okay.
You know-
I love that. Okay.
yeah,
You're good to go.
I
Bro.
was like, dude, I totally get it, right?
Mhm.
Because I mean, we have people coming in, they're ordering 4 entrees at a time. There's a 2-hour line. This person would absolutely ruin the flow if we put in 14 orders, or sorry, it's one order of 14 different entrees like in one moment. So he said, hang up, and I do it. And they call back immediately. And I pick up the phone. They're like, hi, did you just hang up on me? And I was like, yeah, I did. My manager told me to. And they're like, why would they even say, can I speak to them? And I'm like, no. And I hang up the phone again. Right? Probably not the best way to handle that situation, to be fair. But I had also just gotten the okay to not answer these calls anymore from this
Who
person.
gives
right?
a fuck? You're busy.
Yeah.
Exactly. So here's the best part. They try to call for a third time. I recognize it's the same number. I just hang it up before they even get there, right?
Yeah.
The lady comes rushing in. She's in a rage. She's like, I can't believe you had the gall to hang up on me 3 times. And I'm like, I thought you were on your way.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, it doesn't matter if I'm on my way or if I'm outside. I should still be able to order over the phone. And I'm like, well, we have a policy of this, this, and that. Like, we're not allowed to do that. And she's like, that's ridiculous. Let me speak to my manager.
Yeah.
Go over to the manager.
Fucking
And I
Karens,
said,
dude.
you remember that lady on the phone? And he's like, oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
So he walked over to her, is explaining the whole thing to her. And she's just yelling. She's upset. And then her husband comes in. I know the guy, luckily. And he's like, oh, dude, like, what's up, man? And I'm like, it's crazy in here. And he's like, yeah, I can tell. He's like, I'm sorry. We're just in a rush. And I said, we're not supposed to do this, but since it's you, right, I'll place the order in. So I place it in. They get their food, whatever. They eat outside, and then they leave. I thought that, in my case, I did something nice.
Yeah.
Right. I put in that ridiculous order, which effed up the flow of the whole restaurant. Right.
Mhm.
Just for them. Right. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, this guy's cool. I like this guy a lot. He's been nice to me. Whatever. and it results in, I think it was a 2-star out of 5 Yelp review for like shitty customer service. They don't understand like how rough it is to, have to wait in a line like that. And it's like, yeah,
Oh yeah, so fucking rough in
I
Newport Beach.
I forget exactly what it was off the
Fuck
top of my.
off.
I can probably still find it if I wanted to look for it,
Yeah.
like dig. But I mean, like
These people
some
have
Yelp
their-
reviews, as I was trying to say earlier, a lot of them are justified. But you also have to take it with a grain of salt because you don't know exactly what happened in the restaurant,
Yeah.
right? You don't know if this person was being ridiculous. You don't know if this customer was just, demanding things that were either impossible or outrageous at the time, right? Like, I had a woman come out of the bathroom once, started screaming at me over the price of a taco. She's like, "You fucking charge forfeit!" Like screaming, like
Yeah.
with
Some-
with
dude.
language, right? I can't believe you charge $4.50 for these shitty fucking tacos. That's highway robbery. And I'm like, I don't set the prices. I'm not corporate.
Some
Yeah.
people
I said my
have
job
their-
is just to sell them to you. And she's like, well, fuck you for participating. And like she just walked out,
Well,
walked
yeah,
out backwards, flipping us off, right?
We're
Like,
what?
oh my god, I miss this
Some
one
people
dude.
have their heads so
Yeah.
far up their ass, it's unbelievable.
I used to work with this Cuban dude named Reese, and he's just like, "Have a nice day, ma'am. Thank you for stopping by. Hope
Yeah.
to see you soon."
Yeah.
Have a
It's
nice
just like-
day.
That's what I do. I just laugh it off and smile it off.
Yeah,
man.
it's,
Like,
it's great.
It's not worth it. You know what we could take out of all this?
What?
Find your fragrance.
Yes. But also, this episode has been fabricated to help you help us review us on
On Yelp.
on Apple
Give-
Podcasts,
Give us
baby.
a good Yelp review.
Yes. Yelp review, call it what you want, but yeah, give us a 5-star. I think we deserve it. Do we not?
5-star on Apple Podcasts.
Yes.
It helps a lot.
You heard it
yeah,
here
so
first,
you,
ladies
you,
and
you heard
gentlemen.
Zaid, and yeah, I don't like that tone.
No, I'm
Personally,
demanding it. So
but I like it
Jesus.
right
you
now.
can ask
so
for it. I'll
You
demand
got,
it.
You got some aggression right
Yeah.
now, dude.
Yeah.
You need to let
got
it
some
go.
aggression.
No, I don't.
You got the. You bring in the.
I do
You're
not.
acting really
Aggresh.
aggro, bro.
Yeah, very much so. But anyway, guys, follow us at YouTube at the 2 a.m. podcast. We also have a clips channel at the 2 a.m. clips. We're also on Instagram, all sort of social media. Follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and we will see